Am I audible? Okay. Online, please confirm. CC. Okay. Okay, guys. So I'm going to just explain project today. And before that, yeah, no problem. The very important thing is I have shared 3 projects. One is for Python based application, one is for Node.js based application, one is for Java based application, just for different Docker files. So what we learn here, same thing only, nothing is there special in that. But DB I have added externally. Okay. So the important thing, the first primary thing what you need to understand here, understand the project is 90% is fine. If you're not getting output, no one can ask the output first of all. Understanding is a 90% success you get first. That is very important. No one can ask in interviews, show me the output of the project. No one can ask it anywhere. In that case, don't spend time on output. Spend time on your process. Apply your process, do your process, 1 project, 2nd project, 3 project, 4th project, do the practice only. No problem. If you not get output also no problem. The process is correct or not, you just observe only. Fine day, maybe you will get output. In that case, okay, you are good. If not get output, where you are doing mistake, you can just think more. But don't spend time on don't spend your time on for only for output. Spend your time on for your approach. That is very clear. And a very important point in interview, don't call your project name. That's what I haven't mentioned anything in the project title. Whatever project you are doing, just say, I work, yes, 2-3 projects here. One of the project is Python based application. One of the project is Node.js application. Like that you can call out. What is your role in that project? Just you can explain, yes, my role, few of the projects, I work as a Terraform infrastructure build engineer. If you are strong in Terraform. So in that case, we have deployed a EKS cluster by using Terraform. We have deployed infrastructure, VPC, subnets, EC2 instance, and all, whatever required infrastructure. As a DevOps engineer, I have to take care infrastructure so that I work on these activities. This point must and should you can call out. No need to focus your application. Okay, then what is your deployment? If they ask what kind of application you deploy, there is some Python based application, simple Python based applications. So I got a task to deploy that application. That's what I'm saying, Nagarjuna. Now I'm talking about daily activities only, regular daily activities only. So okay, I'll do one thing, guys. Anyway, I will give just 15 points to you. Give me some time, 2-3 days. I will give 15 points. Just follow the 15 points. If anyone asks what is your regular activities in your DevOps, in the 15 points, which points you are strong, you can apply those points in the time of interview. No need to call 15 points, right? You can call 7 points, 8 points. On which points you are strong, you can go through it. I will share the regular job responsibilities and offer. That is the second question. After first question, your introduction, the second question would be, what is your roles and responsibilities in the project? Okay. In that case, definitely that list will help you. Okay. So the first point, again, I'm saying, okay, what is your roles and responsibilities? Definitely this question you will get. In that case, you have to say, in my last 5 years experience, I work as a DevOps and AWS engineer. So coming to the AWS engineer, I'm very good into AWS infra side, like VPCs, configurations, network configurations. In my project, so I worked on for network configurations, some creation of resources. Definitely they will ask, creation of resources means which platform you use. But I'm very good in 4 approaches. You have to say this. I'm very good in 4 approaches. What are these approaches? Infra creation, 4 approaches. What are those? Creation of infrastructure. I discuss 4 approaches here. Console, Terraform CLI, Terraform Python board 3. You have to call this in your resumes also. I'm good in 4 approaches, but out of 4 approaches, I have get a chance to work on Terraform very well. The reason 90% projects are Terraform all infrastructure build. And also I'm good in Boto 3 also. So I know the concept about Boto 3, how to configure, how to create the infrastructure, how to configure the Lambda functions and all. You have to call out this. And parallelly, so I work on CLI approach also. Some configurations I've done on CLI. That's it for here, AWS point of view. And in AWS also, so in AWS also, you have to call out the list of services. So in my AWS practice, I work on multiple services, that is storage services, server services. You have to call out like this. Don't call IAM, EC2, S3. Don't confuse the interviewer here. So I work on some services. Those are very good services, are database services, storage services, serverless services, server type services. Server services means EC2 it will come. Serverless means Lambda will come. RDS also will come. Storage services means S3 EBS will come. Database services means RDS, MySQL. So many flavors are there. It will come. Like that, you need to say that. So coming to the DevOps. So if you are strong in AWS now, if you are applying 4 years experience, you can showcase more in AWS if you are strong in AWS. So in your 4 years experience, so I got a chance to work on cloud more. If you have more knowledge on cloud, if you have more knowledge on DevOps, just decrease the points in cloud. Don't call it more points in cloud in an interview. If you call more, they will ask questions on the cloud. So after complete the cloud explanations and all, you just focus on DevOps. So recently means 2 years back, promoted as a DevOps engineer in my same organization. If you apply same company or different company, I got a chance for other company opportunity to work as a DevOps engineer. Since I'm very good in DevOps engineer, so I just grabbed the opportunity. That's what I switched my company to there to learn DevOps technologies. Is that clear? So in the DevOps activities, so I'm very good in these many tools. Call out all the tools, integration tools, CI/CD tool, so Argo CD tool, whatever code quality check tool, Git, call out all the tools. So, and coming to the regular responsibilities, AWS, you just say network configurations, creation of infrastructure, deploy the application, Lambda configurations, database configurations, and all. Coming to the DevOps, so in the DevOps, if they ask, did you deploy any applications? Yes, you can say before also. So I work with some applications deployment process. In my deployment process, we configure the pipelines. In my pipelines, we have the source code is the Java based application. In that case, Maven is required. So we are use the Maven build tool to build the project. Okay, after that, we just configure some Sonar Cube analysis to code quality test. And after that, we just build a Docker file to generate images. And that image, we can push it into ECR. We just store the images in there only. If the deployment is required, immediately we can take that image and we can deploy in Kubernetes. This is the process we follow in my deployment process. And some of the projects, we are using Jenkins directly. But some of the projects, I work with Argo CD tool. As we know, Argo CD is a better UI. It will give better. It will give all the service information in the UI model, and it will. So as I discussed, the very important Argo CD will follow Git operations, GitOps function. So no need to directly connect your cluster. So the Argo CD agent will communicate the cluster. You just interact with Argo CD. So that I got a chance to work on that Argo CD also. You just call out. And coming to the monitoring system, I'm very good in monitoring system also. So we in our project, we configure some Grafana Prometheus monitoring system for metrics configurations for my cluster. And you can say, and if you know CloudWatch, you can say, and EC2 level also, I'm good in CloudWatch also. CloudWatch is very easy service. If you can open and we can easily understand. Like that, you need to call out. Don't confuse, just confidently you can say that. If you apply 3 years, 4 years, just maintain this flow only. Okay. Don't be panic. See, if you panic means they can easily understand. Cool. You just say cool. Yeah. They can start the questions from third question, their third question. Okay. So what I can understand from this, your experience, you are work more in cloud, you work more in DevOps. They can say that, yes, I'm work parallelly these things in my things. Same thing, 7 years also. If 4 years is 2 years, 2 years means 7 years, you can manage like that. Okay. And they can start the work. So they can start the interview now. From after two interactions, 2 questions interaction, they can start the ask the questions to you only. Okay. So as you mentioned, you work with Terraform. So in Terraform, what kind of challenges you face? Maybe they can ask the question, first question, only Terraform. Definitely you can start. Challenges mainly we can see in the state file, state configurations, locking system, backend system. You just in, so multiple people are working. So definitely so many issues will come from the state, so that we have enabled the dynamic DB locking for to ignore the conflict. Something you can start, you can say that. And if they want to ask the question, they can ask, okay, so in that case, what is the difference between count and for each they can ask? Or they can ask, if in my infrastructure, some changes I have done, is there an impact? And like that, they can ask some questions on Terraform, not for straightforward questions. Okay, they will ask whatever questions I have given, right? You will get same questions, nowhere. I will cover all, I have covered all the questions. Okay. And next they can ask Maven. If you say Maven, okay, what is the goals in Maven? They can ask. The common question for DevOps engineers only Maven, if they want to ask any questions, they can ask only goals, only of responsibilities. What kind of code you can deploy, develop means it is not our responsibility. In our team, developers are there. They just deploy their code into GitHub. I need to enable the integration function for my GitHub. Integration means continuous integrations. So after that, we need to give the run the some goals. Why you need to run the goals? Build the project. So we need to generate the final outcome, jar file or var file. For that, maybe if they want to ask any question, they can ask, okay, what is the difference between in the goals, install and package? Maybe they can ask. Install and package difference is what? Install, the jar file will create local M2 and target folder also. Package only creating target folder also. If they want to ask that kind of question, they can ask. And Sonar Cube also, what is the Sonar Cube? Just these areas, they cannot go in depth. Nothing is there to go in depth also. And Sonar Cube is what? Sonar Cube just actually, we have integrated the source code of the Sonar Cube. So we'll just generate the reports. Based on the reports, if there is any modifications required, we'll send the report to developers. They can check and modify the particular lines. That's it. Enabling the roles, disabling the roles. Code coverage gateway. If I give 80%, it will cover 80% gateway. Like that, they can check into that. And coming to the Docker, they will ask more questions. More questions means they can ask you to write a Docker file. Can you write a sample Docker file? Definitely they can ask the question. if they want to ask you to share your screen, definitely they can ask the questions. Can you write a Docker file? Means no need to worry about that. Just remember one of the Docker file, any one of the Docker file. Just write the Docker file directly. From the Docker file, they can ask questions. You have mentioned add instruction, right? What it does. If I add copy instruction, what it does. What is the difference between add and copy? What is the difference between workdir and something? They can ask. If you mentioned where is the CMD entry point, maybe it is a distroless images. There is no CMD entry point, right? What is the distroless images? Distroless images directly are taking image from the cloud Docker providers. So it will run by default the background. No need to run by you. Give the CMD and entry point. If you're developing Docker file from the scratch, you have to mention everything. You have to take Ubuntu image. On top of that, required installations you can add and copy the source code from source to target. And definitely you should run entry point or CMD. The reason this is scratch image from the scratch. Distroless images, no need to run. That is already running image. You are taking Python, taking Java, taking Jenkins. You have to say that. Okay. Multiple Docker means what? Multi-stage Docker means what? We can take from build. So after first complete the first stage, second stage from start from second stage. We already done Maven and the deployment of Tomcat in the multi-Docker. So no need to, so hundreds of multi-stage Dockers are there. No need to see, no need to learn all the Docker files. Understand one multi-stage Docker file. In interviews also, they will ask, they will not give any specific application to write a Docker file. They will ask, write a sample Docker file. On the Docker file, they can ask the questions. Okay. And if they want to ask, they can ask commands of Docker also, but not typical commands. My containers are running. So if you want to delete the container, is there any process? How to delete? So we have a two process. You can delete containers by running time also, or we should stop and delete the containers. Like that they can ask. And Docker volumes. So Docker volumes also, they can ask, what is the Docker volumes? So as we know, Docker volumes are what? It is not a persistence storage. it will delete along with the container. To maintain that, we can create volume on the host path, same like Kubernetes volume. We can take from there, we can create Docker containers from the same existing volume. So the volume always there in the host path of your Docker host path. Where is the Docker host path? It is running on your EC2 instance. That is very important clarifications. So after Docker volumes, may they can ask Docker network. What is Docker network? What is the default Docker network? They can ask. What is the default Docker network? Bridge. Okay, can you create your own network? Yes, I can create own network. Why you need to create own network? The bridge network by default communicate for all the networks. So if I want to maintain some restrictions to not connect internally connection, you can create your own network. Okay, own network, custom own network. And the network, we have a 3 types. What are those? What is host? Host means directly bind on your host mission, EC2 mission. So in that case, it will not work any network. Directly, it will work host network. That is directly accessible. No need to specify any port number. So my application is running. I need to enable port forward. How to enable? They can ask. We know the command, right? What is the command? -p required port and actual target port. This is Docker. They can ask the type of questions. If they want a Docker compass, what is a Docker compass? We can write a multiple Docker files we can build by using Docker compass. And Docker Swarm, no one can ask. If asked, you can say we are not working with Docker Swarm. Already it is deprecated. We are working with Kubernetes. Okay, no one can ask Docker Swarm. But Kubernetes definitely they can ask multiple questions if they want to ask. Okay, in the Kubernetes definitely they can ask first what is scheduler. I mean, especially for they can ask the questions for first question definitely. With my experience, I'm saying first question definitely on the network. I mean, architecture. What kubeproxy does. Simply they can ask only. No, so it will not. He will not ask you to explain entire architecture. He will ask only just one component. What controller it does. Like that, they can ask the questions. Okay. So if they ask, did you work on premises Kubernetes? No, as we know, all the projects are 90% on cloud manager. So I got a chance to work with only cloud manager Kubernetes. Only say that on premises Kubernetes nowhere is not available at this time. If you say yes, they can ask more questions. How controller you can configure like that questions, but nowhere the projects are not there at all. All projects are cloud manager Kubernetes, either EKS or AKS or GKE. Okay, and definitely they can ask the question schedulers. What is uh, node affinity? So node affinity, taint and toleration, node selector. They will ask definitely the differences. What is the difference between node affinity, node selector, and taint and toleration? Node affinity, what we can give the exact node only. Until and that the pod will not schedule any one of the node. If you give the required. If you give the preferred, first preference is for that node, otherwise it will schedule any one of the node. Node selector, by default, it will wait for the actual node. There is no preferred option in node selector. If labels are not matched, that pod will not schedule. That is difference. And daemon set is known. They will ask the question, daemon set, where should I mention the replicas? Wanted, they can ask the question. Is there any replicas in the daemon set? No, be careful with that. Okay. So unfortunately, on the daemon set, there is no replica concept. As daemon set process is, it will deploy the pods for each node. In that case, it will follow the each node concept only. So the replicas depends on the number of nodes. That is very careful question. Okay. Anyway, I will prepare the questions for Kubernetes for you. As I said, 50 or 60, or Docker plus Kubernetes is 100 questions series. If you follow that questions, more than enough till 8 years experience, not for only 3-4 years experience. And very important, very important question is in the headless service. They can ask, what is headless service? So you can say that simply headless service we can use for stateless applications, especially. Why what is stateless application? Again, they can ask the question. First of all, what is the stateless application? They can ask. Stateless application. I'm sorry, stateful application maintain the state. What is state? It should maintain the same name. What is the use? They can ask the questions continuously. What is the use to maintain the state? The reason stateful application majorly we can work with database related pods. Okay, in the database related pods, why we need to maintain the state? The reason in the database, we have a concept master and read, right? If you give the auto scaling concept, in this case, definitely my service will redirect the request to any one of the pod. That inconsistency we can face here. To avoid that, we should not depend on the service. So we should not depend on the service means that is headless service. So, okay, then headless service, how communicate to pod? As I said, pod name dot default service name cluster default group. We have to give like this. Okay, you can say simply pod name only. Okay, by default communicate through pod name, not service. Okay, if it is a replica is one, it is communicated directly to service since there is no replicas. Like that questions they can ask. These are very difficult questions. Seriously saying, these are very difficult questions if they want to ask. Simple questions. What is demand set? If so, I have applied taint for my node. After that, I ran daemon set aml. The tainted node daemon set will deploy or not. The first priority is taint, node level. In the taint and toleration, we already discussed. We have to see in the node level. The priority is node level. If you apply taint, the tainted node will accept only toleration pods. That one also optional or not a mandatory. Node level mandatory to accept tolerations. Other pods will not allow. Pod level, my pod will if it will go to the same node, they can they can easily schedule the node on the specific node. The reason this pod is tolerated. But the same condition, this pod will land in one more node also. The reason that node is not tainted with different label, right? If the node is tainted with different label, this pod will not schedule on the node. Definitely it will schedule on the same node, toleration pod. If the remaining nodes are, there is no restrictions means pod will go here or there. But restrictions is node and restrictions, not for pod end. Node and restrictions is what? Node can allow only tolerations pod. Otherwise, it will not allow any pods. Is that clear? Okay. And coming to the RBAC, is very important. So usually they can ask the question. So you want to give the access for your, you want to give your cluster access to your colleague. Okay, how to give access? Usually we can create a user, IAM user, we can give EKS full access, they can use, you can say, but it will not work out. It's internal operations. In that case, what we need to say, we need to update into the auth config file user details. You have to say that only. Okay, before that, you need to do anything? Yeah, I need to create a Kubernetes role. That role I need to bind on one group. So we should give these details into my IAM ARN user block. That user block we should copy paste into my auth config file. In that case, if you update my user details in that cluster, that user can access my cluster with that permissions. This is RBAC. And coming to that, I'm not sharing screen here. Okay, I'm not sharing any screen here. So after that, what are the components of the Kubernetes? Oh yeah, Argo CD. What is Argo CD? May they can ask. So you have to explain in detail. Argo CD is a deployment tool, Kubernetes native tool. The advantages. So what are the advantages I given, right? You can just call out the advantages, and no need to no need to run any commands, no need to interact with the cluster directly. So whenever changes will be there in the Git, automatically it will sense. Since we have an option in the their option is auto sync option. If you enable in that Argo CD, automatically it will fetch the details from the updated details from the GitHub, since it is supporting GitOps, Git operations. Okay. And what is Grafana Prometheus means? Grafana Prometheus is a monitoring tool. I can see here the load of the plots, the load of the nodes and all we can verify by using Grafana Prometheus. No one can ask how to configure. No one can ask. Show me the YAML file to configure. No one can ask. Installation process, configuration, no one can ask. They can ask. So which process you are following to install? You can say Helm process. Again, they can ask what is Helm. You can say Helm is what? Helm is what? What is Helm? Provide. It's a package manager. You can say that. It's a give a template for Kubernetes. It can manage the project. Helm, by using Helm, simply we can manage the entire project. This is actually answer. By using Helm template, we can control entire project. You have to call out. There is a chart.yaml. we can values.ml. So no need to hard code any values into the pods and deployments and nodes. We can just give the values from the values.ml by calling the variables. It can run. Helm install to run. Helm run to create Helm create to create a sample project. No need to call out Helm create at that time. Okay. Helm create, we are creating sample project to do that. In real time, we are not creating, already existing projects are there. If it is there, simply we can change our application, run the Helm. And Helm run command, Helm update command. Remember, just if they may they ask if you want to update the application, how to do that. So there is a release function in that revision functions. When you update every time, one more revision will going to add into that count operations. Like that, you have to say. Yeah, correct. Structured YAMLs and yeah, this is very interesting question from Nagaraju. Okay, so how to integrate RDS with pod? Simple. In the pod, if anyone will ask this question, only one answer. So to integrate RDS, what are the points required? RDS endpoint, username, password. These three details you have to pass into your stateless application. Okay, your stateless application pod, you already connected RDS, right? Same stateless pod will connect. But he need to understand here, stateless pod, they need to define write operations, it go to master node. And you have created read replicas also, right? Read operation, it has to go for read replicas. So how to manage the write read? The developers, database team take care, not you. If you ask me that lab project, I'm also doing that project. Once it is complete, I will share you that also. Only pending my end, as I said yesterday, stateful project, stateful set project that I can show here. So my intention is that stateful set project, DB on the pod and DB on RDS directly. Two projects I'm planning to do that. If it is complete, I will share you. Okay. Any questions now in this entire? So, sir, especially what kind of questions will come on this on this tool? If you have any questions, you can ask me so that I will. If you have any questions, what kind of questions will come, especially on this tool? If you have any on the Jenkins, yeah, Jenkins may they can ask the Jenkins master and node concept. Master and slave concept is very important in the Jenkins entry questions. How Jenkins master will communicate with the nodes. Yeah, based on the sharing the SSH. Yeah, I'm coming to the Ansible next. And Ansible is very important question, dynamic. So Ansible, if they want to ask any typical question, definitely the question is dynamic approach only. So first they can ask, okay, Ansible, no need to say, again, I'm saying I have deployed this application by using and no need to say, yes, did you work on Ansible? Yes. If you are weak in Ansible, you can say just I work on Ansible. In one of the project, I got one task to implement by using Ansible. After that, I've never get chance to work on Ansible. Anyway, I know the concept of Ansible. You can say Ansible, then they can say, they can ask Ansible only concept is there, how to configure first. How to configure Ansible node. There is a two type of approaches we have. That is static approach, dynamic approach. Static approach, directly we can, there is inventory file. They can ask what is inventory file. There is an inventory file to contains all the list of IPs, the target IPs we have to maintain. That inventory file, we can follow default area or we can create your custom inventory file. While running the commands, we have to call your inventory file. Okay. And this in this inventory file, if you add the, if you can say I'm adding the copy the IPs in the inventory file, definitely they can ask the second question. If it is a 100 server, how to add? In that case, dynamic inventory file, we can, there is a concept. So there is an Ansible Galaxy command to install the some EC2 plugin first, EC2 YAML plugin. After that, we need to write a YAML file. That YAML file we have to define on your, in your playbooks. It will call the, whenever instance will create, it will get the instance detail from there. Like that we can manage. Okay, and how the servers can communicate, may they can ask the question based on the SSH. Okay, the SSH option is SSH. Wait, the SSH option we follow for which approach? Are you taking SSH key copy paste manually or what they can ask? Here also we have a solution, right? If it will create from the instance from the auto scaling group, we can take a AMI with the existing key pair. So the auto scaling group by default will create the same key pair only. So same key pair means it will go public key. Our private key will go there only whenever we can copy paste. So whenever you copy paste your Ansible master node of the private key, the related public key nodes, it will communicate by default. And what is circuit breaker? It's so many concepts are there, not only circuit breaker. The circuit breakers are, we can control the pods load, break the circuit for the pods, and again we can resume the circuit to allow the pod load managing only. Okay, no need to go in depth. Huh? So many things are heartbeat, so many things are there in the Kubernetes. Whatever you learn, 80% you done. This is very clear. Remaining 20% architect level only you can learn, not required for that level for you. I got the question. So that's what you are applying ATS. Definitely will get the questions right. As I said. So if you need any entry questions, please ping Nagarjuna. As he said yesterday, he attended 14 interview questions, 14 interviews, right? He said yesterday, right? 14 interviews I have attended. Ask the questions. Nagarjuna, please share the yeah, question prep for everyone so that they can easily understand. Yeah, that's all for this. Once again, I'm saying don't be panic. So if you panic, let me know. I will take interview first. Sir, I don't know what kind of questions. I don't know how to respond. Take one interview. I will take, no problem. Just ping me directly. I'm very free weekends. Okay. So you can call directly. So can you take half an hour interview? Definitely I will take. I don't have any problem. If you come to institute, I will take direct offline also, no problem. Face to face. Interest is come. Mock interviews are there in YouTube, sir. I'm not running any YouTube. So if you're interested, you directly come to institute or schedule a meeting for me. I will join. So we can half an hour take interview. As I said, I'm not discussing to anyone. If I take interview, I'm not discussing to anyone. I took entry for that guy. He's not saying anything. This is not my end. Don't expect kind of things. I'm not encouraging this kind of things. Even I took two interviews from this batch. I'm not revealing that names. Okay. So as I said, so don't feel kind of things. There is a concept, right? మీ వివరాలు గోప్యంగా ఉంచుతామని. మీ వివరాలు గోప్యంగా ఉంచుతాం. Same thing. I will follow the same thing. I'm not going to publish any name, anything. Your mocks also. I thought Kiran Kumar. That's all, guys. Once again, I'm saying prepare well. Yeah, prepare well. Prepare well your uh, what happy? Yeah, yeah. Prepare well about yourself first. Okay, don't confuse interior at all. That is very bad remark. You are from Kakinada? Yeah, from Kakinada, there is a special. I'm not going to take any interest for the Kakinada people. Yes, that yeah. That where are you from? Kakinada? In Kakinada, where are you from? Kiran? Oh, Kovadana. Okay, it's very near to me also. Are you in Kakinada now? Yeah, work from home. Okay. I will send some invitation to you. My son birthday next month 20. I'm celebrating there only. So if you are also welcome, no problem. Okay. Yeah, sure. Understand? So Palakollu here. Oh, hmm. Okay. About yourself is very important. Don't confuse interviewer. Huh? Many people they are confused. Definitely. I'm from here. I'm from here. Again, I passed 2024. Again, I have started career 2022. What you are saying, I'm not understanding. Seriously, talk less for about yourself. Better. Otherwise, definitely you are applying, you are just given 4 years experience in the resume, right? While call it I'm fresher, maybe you can say that I don't have any experience. Then why you have written your resume 4 years? Oh, I forget that. So that's what don't call out much. Just remember company name always. If you update, just I'm saying if you're managing with 4 years experience. So same thing I face. So don't face you also. Seriously. I mean, if you update any company, for example, 1 year, 2 years, at least read about the company at 2, 3 points at least. What kind of company means? Where exactly it is located means HRs are very, they will test your confidence. Where exactly means definitely you have to say immediately, right? Exactly means if you take 1 minute time, they can easily understand. Where is your house means immediately you can say that, right? If you take some time, definitely you are trying to say some lie. They can easily understand. So believe yourself first. I'm not apply any fake. I have done. I work with 4 months with me. Feel like that. You work with me 4 months for 3 projects. That's it. Okay. Your company is Naresh. Feel like that internally. Still, if so many people feel no, I don't have practical knowledge. I don't have real time knowledge. Completely wrong. What we are doing in real time, same thing I'm discussing here. There is no difference. Maybe some access configurations, the background admin's taking care. We connect through VPN. That is some difference only. Okay, and one more question they can ask usually, how you can get the tickets from the clients, how you can get the task from the clients. You can say we are using Jira ticketing tool. Just say that only. No need to go explore. There is a Jira ticketing tool or service no ticketing tool. They just point out me in that. They just send the ticket to me. So since I'm there in the ticket, so I will get the notification through mail. I just open the ticket and assign on your name and start the work. After that, close. There is a closing option. I'm not closing the ticket. I'm just assigning to again to the same owner. They will verify and they will close the ticket. This is the process. Ticketing tool Jira. Remember that. Update in your resumes also. Not required Scrum knowledge and all. Scrum knowledge, what you can do as a Scrum knowledge. That is non-IT is the non-IT people concentrate more on the Scrum Master technology, not you. Okay. And roles and responsibilities also very, very important. If you take much time to say, they can easily understand again. Okay. If you clear first 2 questions, then you can easily say third, fourth question. The reason third, fourth question, they can test your internal technical things only. So you can, if you know knowledge, you can easily say that. And coming to the preparation. So how to prepare? I put Naresh at experience. Don't put like that. Huh? Okay. Okay. And one thing for whoever managing 3 years, 4 years. Okay. They will ask for you definitely. Is there any PF? Okay. Some consultancies, they can give PF also. Check with that. Whoever give the PF only, take from their only experience. And again, I don't have PF, but I work for last 4 years. If you can say again, doubts will start from there. Better. Otherwise, if you don't want to go with the PF options, strongly you can say, I don't have PF. Strongly. Yes, I don't have PF. My company is not that level. It's a just startup company. They are not giving PF. If you say strongly, they can understand. PF, if you give some gap, PF, if you give some gap, same category. Okay. You can understand from your friend, right? If your friend saying, I don't have PF, I'm working in IT company. Every IT company provide PF now. How you can say no PF? You can understand that HR, their duty is only for that only, right? HR's task is for that only, understand humans. Definitely they can understand. So be careful. Form 16, same question, same answer. Form 16, when it will be generated, if the package is more than 6 only, you can pay the tax. that can update into your form 16. If you're not paying anything, don't show your package 10 lakhs and above. Just show 6 lakhs below only. If you are showing anything. If you go for 8 lakhs, 10 lakhs, definitely form 16 they can expect from you. In the form 16, you should show that financial year or tax. Better to go for below 6. Below 6, no tax, no form 16. Clear. Next question. Any questions like that? So from tomorrow onwards, whatever connections you have, disturb them every day. Please, any openings like that. The problem is, don't apply TCS. It will ask from your child birth to now certificate. This is true some cases, but my friends already working there. They have applied 5 years fake experience. Still they are on bench since last 2 years. On the bench since last 2 years. Still they are getting salary. They are waiting until they laid off. I'm saying many times, at least I'm saying skill up yourself. No, they're giving salary. I'm doing my business. They're doing business parallelly. That's what TCS. Better to apply startup. See, my one more suggestion, maybe this is very good suggestion for all. Definitely, this is very good suggestion for all. Okay. Many people think, yeah, please sit here. Okay. Many people think, I know from this class, online team also think same thing. Sir, I'm just waiting for certificates. I'm talking very openly. I don't have any problem, first of all. Okay. If required, many trainers are saying, don't no need to talk this kind of things. Please don't ask my resumes. I'm ready to share my resume. I don't have any problem. What happens if I share my resume? My company will remove? No, right? I will share my resume also. I don't have any issue. Okay. Many people think, right? Did you apply resume? Did you attend the calls? They are saying only, sir, I'm waiting for certificates. Certificates will come after clear your interview only, right? Don't spend your, don't, wait. Am I audible, guys? Yes, I'm audible. Okay. Why internet connection is, okay. Okay. So don't pay anything, single rupee to anyone. This is first point. If anyone say there is a backdoor job, don't trust. This is very clear. Don't pay single rupee to anyone. Yes, if the really genuine team, check the history first. Ask them, already working guys are there in that. Talk to them. Still, after get offer letter only, we will give. Say that clearly. If they ask before, that is 100% fraud. Okay, don't believe that. Yes, if there is a really genuine person, sir, that go, no problem. Doesn't matter for 1 lakh, 2 lakh for that get a job. After that, you will learn more. But if you go that path also, you should prove yourself. Otherwise, wasting of your money. These 3 years are very, very important for you, especially. If you do hard work for these 3 years, from next onwards, no need to ask anyone to give a job. You know how to get a job. You know how to earn. You are in the situation, you will give the job. If you do hard work for 3 years. If you get a job, if you relax means there is no security for the job. The job security will come if you have a good knowledge only. Prove yourself into companies. Getting job, maybe by luck you will get immediately, but you have to prove, right? So be careful 2 to 3 years, first 2 to 3 years. Prove yourself. Okay. Don't be panic. Don't feel stress. If you feel stress, call me. I will tell you if you are thinking much. And a very, very important point now. First, apply your resumes immediately. Apply 4 years, give any company name, no problem. First, test yourself here. You are able to clear the interview now. From now onwards, you can apply any fake experience. If you pay 1,50,000 for consultancies, apply the experience. They will give what date I can give. If they will give today date, if you are not get a job up till 6 months, again you need to take certificate from there. This 6 months gap is there, right? So don't take any certificates. Don't pay any single rupee to anyone. First, give any company name. Any company name resumes. They will conduct interview. They will give job. After job only, they will start the background verification. For interview, no background verification, right? First, prove yourself for interviews. Start from now. Apply 3 years, 4 years. You are capable. Apply 6 years. Test your knowledge. I'm not asking. Yes, if you clear one company, you come to know what kind of question they can ask. What is interview? Come to know, right? Then, if you get a confidence, then you can pay something and take your certificates. Until then, that don't pay anything. Taking certificates, keeping with you, is there any use? After taking certificates, after attending the two, three interviews, no, I need to work more. At least it requires 6 months time now. You decide, but you already paid amount, right? Waste for that 6 months, right? Don't pay single rupee. If required, apply my company name here. No problem. Update in your resumes. No one will ask. For interview, no one will check. If you clear the interview, if you clear the interview, they will release the offer letter. After that, they will start background verification. Maybe, but you can understand, right, how to clear the interview. That is very important. If it is if it is not this company, next company. From next company, you can take a care now. Okay, I'm good. I'm able to clear the interview. So now you can go take certificate from anyone. The reason you are in the good stage now. No need to take 6 months time, 1 year time. Like that, give a trial for 3, 4 companies immediately. If you're not getting call for 2 months, 2 years, show 4 years. Still not getting, show put 6 years. Test your knowledge with interviewers. That's it only. Is that clear my point? To give the company in your resumes, no one can ask. Give Wipro company name, give TCS company name. No one can test. They will start the interview first of all. First round, second round. Give interview. Test yourself first. Okay, 1 month do same exercise. Definitely you will get a success if you do this practice. Taking certificates, keeping with you, 0% use. And once again, I'm saying, apply any company in your resumes, TCS, Wipro, whatever company you know, update in your resume. I'm working 2019 to 2024 with Wipro technologies. Update in your resume, you will get a call, give the interview first of all, test your skills. Unfortunately, or fortunately, if you clear the 2 rounds of interview, okay, what you can do simply, actually, my client is Wipro. Simply you can divert your words, twist your words. Company, I'm not working permanent employee for Wipro. On behalf of Wipro means you can show any one of the company, third party company. My payroll is this company, but I'm working with Wipro. Background verification will not go for Wipro. Background verification will go for payroll company only, not for Wipro. Immediately you can change. No one can ask at that time. Since you already proved in interview, right? Like that, you need to be proactive. No one can ask. If they ask, are you direct payroll for Wipro? If you can say yes, for example, after clear the 2 rounds, my company is not Wipro. I'm working with Wipro. My payroll is different company, third party company. But that time you told direct company, I'm not hearing well at that time maybe. Simple. Since they are taking so many of candidates, right? They will also forget. No, I told only this company. I'm not saying, I didn't say Wipro. Also, no problem. Simply one word you can twist. That's it. No, if they said, no, you said direct Wipro. That's what, sorry, I'm not taking. No problem, right? Since you have proved, right? That confidence will give you 2, 3 jobs. Remember my words. Here, technically, you proved. Unfortunately, certificate something company is not there, right? Then go for next platform to get a certificate. Technically, you proved. That is the practice you have to do. But unfortunately, 90% students are doing first always verifying for certificates. Why? What is use? Okay, at least don't pay single rupee. Freshers, you can try freshers only. Apply, Telegram, whatever. Yes, freshers. See, freshers, the problem is the freshers. Once again, I'm saying, especially for freshers, they will check first Naukri and LinkedIn. Upload the resume. They are always waiting for calls. No one can call you. You need to update your resume every day at least. Change something. If you update means your priority will go top. Recent changes priority it will go means HRs, if they search any resumes, recent resumes it will come in the top list. If you do some changes and update means it will go into the top list. If you're not modifying your resume for the last 6 months, your resume always last position. No one can pick your resume. Every day every day your task for freshers, especially no need to prepare anything. Enough things you learn from here. Enough things. Not require this much of knowledge for freshers, especially if I'm saying that. Your focus always to how to get a job only. But whoever showing experience, their focus both. Getting job is easy for them since they are showing 4-5 years of experience. Getting job is little difficult for freshers. No need to more focusing technically. This much. Do 3 projects. That's it for freshers. Always such a job. Every day spend your 2 hours time. Open the Google. DevOps freshers jobs. If any job you can see freshers directly go. Apply. Every day 2 hours spend your time. Definitely will get a job in 2 months. Definitely. No doubt on this. One day you can do it. Many people, two same process they will follow for 2-3 days only. After that, I'm not getting call, they will leave. No, it's not like that. Follow for 2 months. Apply any job if there is a fresher, DevOps, cloud, any job. Definitely will get a call. Some companies they are mentioning phone number also here. See, this kind of see relevant experience 40 years, experience working with AWS, MySQL and SQL, Python, okay, and excellent understanding of Python only, and experience in AWS services, and a hands-on Jenkins, Git, good understanding of development and microservices. I mean, they're expecting not there is not expecting anything from the sound knowledge, understand that. Python understanding means they are not expecting from Python developer role, understanding. Docker file understanding of Python. Yes, that's fine. So freshers jobs are there immediately. Some companies they have HR number also there here. Directly call them, no problem. And here also, be careful. If anyone asks money, don't give. This is also very clear. Okay. And very good practice is share your knowledge to your friends. Your friends or your colleagues here, or if you're interested, I will add you into that any multiple groups. Fresh, whoever recently started the new batch, they will ask definitely multiple questions. Try to give answers. At least try to understand their questions. That will be practice your regular lifestyle, right? Better. For example, if I start Kubernetes now, definitely students can ask Kubernetes questions, right? You can just preparing Kubernetes and answer their questions. You can understand that questions coming from interview. Like that, you need to take care. Okay, this question may ask interview. How to resolve this issue? You can take it like that. That is a better practice. If you do like this practice, only will get a job. Unfortunately, my worry is from the students actually. We have started with 115 batch. Still, we are here only 65, 70. 40% already dropped. I don't know the reason. Every batch is like that only, not only here. Every batch in the Naresh IT, students registered 150, 120, 130, 100. From the last 30, 40, 20. This batch is little better compared to all batches. At least you are 70%. I mean, many people they can say they can depends on the recordings. Oh, we have a recording we can see in the weekends, but they will not follow any recordings. I know that. So competitions, don't feel many people are coming competitions. In this class, 50% dropped already, right? So in this class, maybe after that, after complete the training, many people may not revise the things. Again, filter. Whoever revise the things, they can easily understand the topics. They can easily give the answers in the interview. Again, filter. So don't see the competition at all. Competition is everywhere is same, but finally Same, if you can see lakhs of people, 80% will drop due to some other reasons. Don't consider 1 lakh people, 2 lakh people. Still, companies are looking for the quality engineers, means there is no quality in the engineers. We have hired in the COVID time. They don't know what is what. We are struggling a lot. We are lay off the people. We are taking the new people. Same thing happen in the outside now. Okay, and we discuss so many new things. Update in your resumes new things. Don't show always Jenkins. Yes, along with the Jenkins, update something. Along with the static inventory, update dynamic inventory. Along with the Terraform, it's a count and for each you have done, just update the things. New things. Kubernetes, headless, update like these questions, like this content into your resumes. I will share one resume. So just format, you can update on your points. So from Monday onwards, you can ping me 1-to-1 your resumes. I will check and I will give my response. You can apply immediately. Don't share resumes into the group. That is not a good practice. Share your resumes 1-to-1. The reason, I don't have any problem. Others can change only name. The problem is if both can go the same company, they can easily understand your resumes. That is a problem. Okay. Same thing happened in the last batch. Naresh ID is send these people into one company. All resumes look like same. The interviewer asks why all the resumes looks like same. That is not good, guys. Okay. Yeah. So don't share the resumes into public platforms. Any questions now? Yeah. What? Yeah. Next week onwards, it will start internships also here. Workshops. We're talking about workshops. We're talking about workshops or what? I'm not getting. Internships. Yeah, you can apply internships also. See, guys, if there any internships are there in the companies, try with that. After complete 6 months internship, they will take you in as employee. So many cases. If they say we will give only 10,000, also go, no problem. 2 years, just sacrifice your salary. After that, you will get. Don't compare with already settled in IT. You know the problem with relatives here always. Seriously, problem with the relatives only. My son is earning like this. So I don't like that's what I'm not. I will not go anywhere. My relative functions first of all. The problem with that guys only. Always. So our worry is my relative son is earning 2 lakhs. But if I join 10,000, is it good for me? Don't think like that. Go join 10,000, no problem. You can consider the days are not with me for these 2 years. Maybe my day will come third year. Think like that only. Whatever your relatives also, the day one they are not getting 2 lakhs, right? They are day one. Definitely they are also started with 5,000, 2,000 only. So don't compare with that, guys. Okay, don't compare with anyone. Don't take any negative vibes. Believe my words. Happen my case. Definitely happen your case also. Okay. But one thing I can say, in interviews questions are very you can feel like better. I can easily answer the interview question. You feel like that definitely. Definitely feel like that. If you go for TCS interview, it's a comedy for you. Seriously saying that it's a kind of comedy interview. There is a call like bacha interview, right? Bacha interviews. They will ask, what is EC2? First, they will ask the kind of question. Okay, what is RDS? And all questions is like what? I don't know why they are asking kind of questions. Wantedly they are asking. Are they are hand out to non-IT candidates to hire the people? I don't know. Still I don't know. My company, my colleagues laid off to 8 people, right? 8 people went to TCS. Seriously, the questions they are discussing. 8 interviews, same person, same questions. Okay. First person, after clear the interview, share me the interview questions. He shared to second person. Series also they follow the same thing. One, all are in same place, same question, same answer. I don't know still. All are in same project also now. Seriously, guys, silly things really the TCS. Like that few companies. Like that, all MNC interviews are very, very easy for you if you follow only my content. Only for my content. No need to go any other content. More than 1000% I'm saying that. Enough. I'm also preparing same thing. I'm applying for 8 years experience. I don't know other things. I'm also applying same knowledge only. So in your case, only 4 years, 3 years. So you are little far better compared to me when I'm in the 4 years. Understand? So believe yourself, definitely will get a job. Never give up. This is very important. After 2 months, many people are saying still not getting job. Learn data science better. Oh, is it? My friend already got job data science. Oh, is it? Immediately pay the fees. Same process. Started data science. Same process. They will say first coding is required. No, that much not required. They will say, guys, without coding knowledge, what you can do data science, I don't know still. Many non-ITs directly join. Coding is not required. Maths knowledge is fine. What maths knowledge for data science? I'm still not understanding. After 4 months, same repeat. If you keep on listen, they are keep on saying to you. Next time, oh, data science, DevOps, both are misfired, right? This time go for next process. No, no, don't do that. Stick on your skill only. Okay. Yeah. See, in your BTech time, many people are confused, right? Go for this branch, go for this branch, go for this branch. See, if everyone go that branch, what about other branches? Understand, right? Yes, maybe some situation may be different. See, frankly speaking, my MSET rank at that time, my MSET rank is 1950. Okay. So I got a seat in my JNT Kakinada. Many people give the first priority for only electrical. Everyone electrical. CSC only 3 students, 4 students only. That at that time, no demand for CSC IT. CSC IT. So if there is no options for mechanical and electrical, last option CSC IT only. Last option. IT is last dead end. Even any new technology is coming also, IT is there in that after new technology only. No one will prefer. Some cases, some colleges, free seat also they have given. They've given CSITs. At that time, after my complete 4 years, situation completely changed. Whoever, whoever CSC IT students taken that branch, everyone get a job. Everyone. You are a CSC, they will give a job. The situation completely changed in the 4 years at that time. See that time electrical students, mechanical students situation. At that time, only they prefer only CSIT candidates only, not for other candidates. Now it is not like that. Anyone can go in IT, right? At that time, it's not like that. Only CSC candidates can come CSC, IT candidates can come IT only. Electrical candidates, no way. No entry for ITs. Mechanical students, no entry for ITs at that time. We don't know the situations, right? You took a right decision. Stick on that. Yes. But the problem is, if you're ready to listen, many people are ready to say, be careful. If you're ready to listen, in this class also, they will give suggestions to you. Take the positive things, leave the negative things. Then only you can survey everywhere. Okay? Yeah. That's all for today. We have that 15 minutes. Okay, I will show you one thing here quickly. We don't have much time. Let me share my screen. Better to explain directly project as. Okay, this is the project. Okay, so if you can see here, if it is a Node.js project, Node will come here. If it is a Maven project, Maven will come. Python project here, npm, requirement.txt is there, pip. So I think this process we already done, right? End-to-end process. So what you need to do here, this is project overview first. So we have to create IAM user to communicate from the local. Why? If you create Terraform infrastructure, first, if you want to run Terraform from the VS Code, the VS Code should have required access to create a infrastructure. So for that, these are the requirement, the things. So if you can see here, the creation of IAM, no need to explain that, you can easily understand. Configuration of keys. This is day file lifecycle rules. Okay, that time I have given. So from here, we need to focus. Main server means what? From one server, you're starting, you are doing practice, right? Installing Jenkins, installing Maven, installing Kubernetes. This is main server. This server you are going to create by using in Terraform. In that case, definitely you can launch this instance from the local only, right? From the local means VS Code. For that, that's what I have created AM user. Okay. Or sir, I can go with this instance manually creation. Okay, then go with no problem. So this instance also, I just went through creation of infrastructure by using Terraform only. So this Terraform code is here. Terraform main EC2. If you can go inside the project, you will get this code. Okay. And yeah, if you can see Jenkins job configuration for Terraform EKS. First of all, where is the Jenkins? Main instance only you have installed the Jenkins also. We are going to install the things by using user data. These many tools required in my main EC2. Rivi required, Kubernetes required, Docker required, Jenkins required, everything is required. So I have installed everything by through Terraform. Terraform will create main EC2 and in that EC2 also install the required tools by using EC2 user data. Like, okay. Yeah. Next, once you install the Jenkins, we can log in the Jenkins, right? By logging the Jenkins, we have to write a first job. The Jenkins job is to create a EKS. So actually we discuss here EKS creation by using CLI command, right? So by using EKS, by using Terraform, we can create EKS cluster, the job one. Okay, once EKS is created, we can, so once EKS is created, these are the configurations, pipeline steps that you know already these steps. So here script path means what? Script path is what here? Script path. In the Jenkins pipeline, if you select script from the SCM, if you select pipeline, no need to write script here. The script is ready in your GitHub. So I'm giving this path. See, inside EKS Terraform, my EKS Jenkins file is there. That's what EKS Terraform /. So if required, pipeline script also here, Terraform, this pipeline script to create a Terraform through Terraform EKS cluster. So this is the output of EKS Terraform. Okay. And then check in your AWS console whether it created EKS or not. Once pipeline is triggered success means EKS will create, right? This is a EKS output. So node 1, node 2, jump host server is nothing but main server, whatever server you have created. From that server only you can control your cluster nodes and all, right? Yeah. After that, project integrations. If you can see, after yes, EKS done and everything is done, first we can start for SonarQube for code quality test. For that, SonarQube each and every step. Login SonarQube, administrator generate the token. This is we already done in the Sonar class. So by using this token, we can configure into Jenkins pipeline. These are the steps for Sonar. So here actually front and back end, two stateless applications are there. So front end code quality check, you should create front end project for SonarQube. Backend code quality check, you should create for backend code quality check for SonarQube. Same thing I have mentioned. If you can see dead end, you can understand here. Yeah, if you can see these many things required. If you remember these things we already done for one case. Jenkins configurations, I mean, continuous integrations. At the time, ECR repository, we have created ECR repo 1, ECR repo 2. Here, ECR repo 1 is for front end, ECR repo 2 is for back end. Two different deployments, okay? Account ID is account ID, GitHub token, Sonar token, GitHub AWS access key, secret key. I mean, this Jenkins pipeline update your deployment.yaml also. So these plugins are required. Now go to dashboard, manage Jenkins tools. In the tools configurations, the JDK, if you can give, you can give. Otherwise, if the Java, if you install, you give the same path here or automatic installation, you can give. Node.js. This is a Node.js project, right? Node has to install, right? If you already installed in the Node.js inside where your jump host server, you have installed multiple tools, right? If you install Node.js also, no problem if they are. Or just for approach to show here, we can install Node.js along Jenkins creation time also, Jenkins on the pipeline also. So we can give here Node.js install process like Sonar. So dependency check OWSAP is for the dependency for the source correlated dependencies install or not for check. If required, you can go through it. Otherwise, remove this step from your practice. No one can ask in interviews. So after Sonar integration, we need to create Amazon ECR private repositories, right? First, we should create Amazon ECR private repositories. Why? Once you build the Docker, we should push this image into ECR repository. For that, make sure before you should create. This ECR is a one-time job. You can create manually also, no problem. The reason it will not update anything in the future, the repositories. Creation of repositories one-time job, you can go with Terraform or manual process also, no problem. The reason why we need to go with why we no need to go with Terraform. There is no modifications in your ECR private repository, right? For example, if you EKS, so many modifications, we can change the node type, we can increase the nodes, we can decrease the nodes. But repository is a one time, no need to disturb the repository once you created. That kind of things, no need to go for Terraform. Simply you can go for manual approach. So ECR private repositories are created for both public and private, front end and back end. So this is front end output. If you can see these many stages we configure now. The first stage is declarative tool install. Any tools are installation for the through Jenkins. Node.js required, right? I have given Node.js will install. Cleaning workspace. Just if anything is running, it will clean. Just only command. Check out from Git. Take the from the Git your source code. Sonar analysis. We have configured sonar analysis. Quality gates. Yes, after sonar. OSAP dependencies is not required. You can remove your end. If you want to know, just go through any document I will share you. And after that, Trivy file scan, your image file scan. And after that, Docker build image, before you can scan it, the source code by using Trivy. Trivy also scan the file also, as I said. Otherwise, you remove this block also from your Jenkins pipeline. But Trivy is mandatory for after image, build image. So, and from the source code, you can build the Docker image. In this case, we have to write a Docker file, right? The Docker file already written. And after that, check out the Git and update the deployment YAML. And your deployment YAML means your Kubernetes deployment YAML, it will update. Okay. Same thing backend also. Front end application is different, backend application is different. You just do for backend also. If you can see 3 jobs, I can see here. Why? One is for what? EKS Terraform. One is for front end deployment. One is for backend deployment. So three EKS Terraform, just leave it. We have a 2 deployments, front end and backend. What about DB deployment? For DB, no need to create any Docker file, right? Directly you can take a DB, right? That's what, no need to run anything. Directly we can run in the Kubernetes. Now Argo CD installation configuration by Argo CD. So your front and back end DB is ready, for example. Now we can directly configure Argo CD. How to configure Argo CD? Argo CD, while creating time, we can create by using manual process or YAML file also we can do it, right? So manual process, creation of application. In that case, you should give, if you want to give separately front and back end DB connections. So separately means we should create a separate directories. If you can see here. So if you can go here, separate projects means go to Kubernetes manifesto files. So see, backend, database, front end. I mean, while creating application time, we have to create 3 different applications. For backend separate application, front end separate application, DB separate application. We can see the 3 different applications individually. We can see the differences. If you go for all the AMLs in one area, if you give that path, if the dependency is there for backend, if fail means backend everything will be fail, right? We should not create any dependency. Independently we can handle. I will show you here. We'll get a clarity. Independently means, so we can see here after login the Kubernetes. Okay, here Grafana Prometheus already recently we discussed, right? That is also we have mentioned here. The load and all. Yeah, if you can see, I'm talking about this one only. So Yeah. See, create application I'm giving here. Application name is database. Here path is what here? Kubernetes manifesto files database. It will take only database at this time. Next creation time, front end. Next creation time, DB. I mean, three things we can separately do see here. After that, definitely we can see three applications, right? See four applications. Front end is separate, back end is separate, DB is separate. Since you have created a new application for front end, new application for back end, new application for DB. And we have ingress, right? Multiple path handling, ingress also created independently for different applications. Or put all the YAMLs in one directory. If you create same directory path means it will take all in one place, but it's very confusing for us. Where exactly pod, front end pod. If you want to check front end pod, definitely you can click on front end application. It will open front end related everything. If you click on back end related everything we can open. Like that we can separate it. So this is the whatever code it is, it's not our responsibility. So just we can deploy all the things. The output is coming. The thing is, if I insert hi, hello for this, it should be there in your database. That is very important. Whatever code you can take it. So if you can see my hi, hello is there. To how to connect here, my database pod, kubectl exec -N.I.T, MongoDB pod, bin bash. So this is the namespace of 3 type. Once you go inside, you can see here, you are in the MongoDB. So I have already done project MySQL Postgres also, just for your reference. The three projects are there, right? Three database variations for understanding. So run below command. Once inside the MongoDB, you should run the below command Mongo show DBs. Show DBs in MySQL. What is it? Show databases. So here show DBs and use to do. I mean database. My database name is to do. So that's what use to do. Show collections means here. See the tasks. MongoDB little different to check it. But here our focus is not for these commands. You no need to more explore on the MongoDB here. My records are inserted or not. That's it only. In that case, just go inside, give these commands. So if you can see here, I'm zooming here. After give these commands, hi, hello, I'm able to see here the output for your reference. After login, db.tasks find. So I'm able to see my tasks. These tasks I have inserted from front end. That is stored into DB. I mean, how we can configure. So now if we can go for deployment.yamls. So if you can see the ingress, we can easily understand. Here host is what? narni.co.in is my domain name. My domain name I'm giving here. Path is for API, /API. Path is for just /. Just /, it should go for front end. I mean, we are not just narni.co.in. If I give, it is redirecting to front end only. If you give / path, it is redirecting to backend. This is what backend service name. Front end time, front end service name. Ingress will go. So once it is redirecting request into there, so if you can open my manifesto files, Kubernetes manifesto files, go for front end deployment.yaml. In this front end, it will, so whoever access narni.go.in, the request will go to first front end. Okay, / only I have given, right? So the front end is configured here to the back end, the value. Whenever the request is hit to front end, if any changes will go, the request is redirecting to back end. So definitely this path back end take the response from the front end. So if you go for back end, yeah, if you can see the backend environment variables is for DB. Why? Backend should connect to DB, right? Or application should connect to DB, right? That's what DB details I have given here, MongoDB details. If it is a MySQL, you should give the MySQL detail. Where? Your stateless application pod. Stateless application pod should authenticate your DB. That's what I am giving. But how the stateless application communicate to DB? Through service only. In the service, if you can see, I have given what? This is okay. Let's come back here. See the service here. So everywhere I'm using cluster IP only. Internal communication, we can use the cluster IP, right? So DB and my DB is only single replica. My DB is single replica. That's what I'm using. 3 services in cluster IP services only. But first cluster IP service, you need to understand one thing. The first service, front end. Front end is what? Front end also cluster IP. Then how the others can communicate? That's what ingress, right? I have given ingress.ml, right? Ingress.ml, if you search, it is redirecting into front end directly. If you give here node port load balancer, node port is not a secure one. If you give load balancer R here without ingress, this load balancer also redirecting your request into next backend, the internal communication. If you don't want to enable this cluster IP here, we should create ingress control. That ingress will redirecting into your request. So if you can go for my ingress, what is the meaning of forward slash here? If you narni.code, if you hit, it is redirecting into directly front end forward slash. But where should I mention this? Whenever you can create ingress, one load balancer will come, right? One load balancer will create, right? That load balancer records we should add into Route 53. I will show you, right? Come. This is Route 53. Create first Route 53, we should go for hosted zones. So here we need to create a one hosted zones, public hosted zone, something. So here you should give your domain name. Before that, what you need to do? You should register one domain name for you. Understand? You have to purchase one domain name, which is cost is 300 rupees in GoDaddy. After purchase that, you have to give here your domain name. Okay. My case, my domain name is narni.co.in. So public hosted zone, create a hosted zone. Okay. In this narni.co.in, you will get 4 records immediately whenever you can create a public hosted zone. These records you should exchange into your domain name creation platform. For example, my domain name is I have created in GoDaddy. If I go for GoDaddy, if you want to practice like that, I'm saying. Otherwise, simply you can enable front end, node IP or load balancer. Directly you can access the load balancer only. Otherwise, you can do one thing also. Sorry. You can do one thing also. Simply you can here you can give here ELB URL. Understand? Ingress URL you can give directly. You have to hit through ingress URL only, not domain name. If you hit through domain name, so after create a public hosted zone, take these records. Where should I update the records? I'm saying here. If you go through GoDaddy, just a minute. Huh? Okay. If you can see here, I'm already redirecting to my login page. So if I go here, my products are anyway. This is my domain name. Wherever you create a domain name, after login that website, so go to manage. In the domain names, manage. Okay. In the manage, there is a domain section. Yeah. So here, manage DNS. Yeah. Name servers. This 4 is already there, right? You just replace this 4 with your Route 53 hosted zone. So here, Route 53, we got 4 records, right? These 4 records you just update into your domain name. The reason the Route 50, the domain name there in GoDaddy, right? If you not update this record into there, your Route 53 is unable to route through your domain name. Otherwise, you can create your domain name here also. In that case, no need to exchange your records since you are in the Route 53, but it is a costlier. So if you update these records into GoDaddy, so for example, if I hit my request, if I hit this request, so this request will go to your domain name first. Inside domain name, you have updated 4 records of what? Route 53. So here to here, divert into Route 53. Understand? So otherwise, it will not understand that the request will not come directly to Route 53. It will go for your domain where you registered. So here I'm saying, instead I'm saying my website, I'm saying, if anyone come through my records, you can allow. These are my records. You are updating. So here to here divert into Route 53. This is for just hosted zone. Now you need to create a records. See, go to record, create a record. Here, your domain name already registered, right? Give the domain name. If it is a load balancer, you have to give alias. If it is a IP directly, you can give IP here directly. To target IP, you are hitting server public IP, right? Directly. Instead of hitting server public IP, you can hit narn.co.in. If you give the public IP value here, create a record. That's it. Otherwise, if it is a load balancer, there is no option to give a load balancer here. In that case, you should select alias. So select here, choose endpoint. So my endpoint is what? Load balancer. This one, application. Which region it is? Mine is Mumbai, for example, Mumbai. So we can see list of load balancer. After ingress controller will create a load balancer, right? Take that load balancer we can see here. See this name, ALB2, see this one is created by ingress. So dual stack is for just front name, it will come by default. So you need to consider A7E8E. It will create after ingress you deploy. Just select create record means your domain name redirecting into your load balancer. Okay, internal communication. So whoever access the narn.co.in, the request is go to your ingress controller. Your ingress controller, we have given narn.co.in front, just forward slash, right? It will go to front end. And front end, we have given backend details of URL. Front end will communicate to backend. And backend, we have given database credentials for authenticate. These three front end backend DB communicate through cluster IP only, internal service. See, this is front end, right? Back end DB. So the front end response will go to back end how? Through service only, right? Cluster IP service. Every AML there is a service. Cluster IP, it will allow to any one of the pod. Next cluster IP, it will allow to any one of the pod. So I haven't used anywhere notepad and node port and load balancer in between since it is internal communication. But this pod is go through controller, ingress controller. If you can see this architecture. So if you can see this architecture, like this, three projects are there. So one project, if you are good, means same process for next process, same process for third process, same everything, same Sonar Cube integration, same Docker file integrations, same ECR integrations, same everything is same. Okay, even if you have doubts, everything is in screenshot here. Everything is screenshot. If you follow step by step process, enough. But don't start the process. Don't start the project if you have a time only 1 hour. Sit at least 8 hours. Otherwise, no use. If you do 1 hour, again you need to delete, again you need to start. See here, this is my front end, right? Front end to back end, it will go through service, any one of the pod. Back end to DB, go through service. This is deployment. If it is a stateful set, it will not there. Headless service will come. So this one, how to access service? Which service? Ingress controller service. Understand? Ingress controller service. It will go to load balance. This service is what here also. Cluster IP only, internal service. Why I have enabled Nginx controller for that. If there is no Nginx, you can directly give node port or load balancer type. It will take time. Once again, I'm saying it will take time to understand and do the practice. Okay, don't expect I can complete in 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. It's not like that. While doing the practice, no need to focus on source code. Once again, I'm saying that is your not responsibility. How to configure, what is how to everything step by step understand. Leave it for source code. It's not your responsibilities. Once again, I'm saying. If you get an error, share in our group. Just okay. And anyway, I'm going to start workshops. In the workshop, I will explain these projects also live. Meanwhile, first you complete. That is very good practice. Okay, that's all for my end. What is euros? Okay. It's exactly 4 months which are complete to the people you taught a lot, sir. Explain. Okay. Anyway, guys, wish you all the best for everyone. So be in touch. Exactly correct. It is a 4 months. Okay. Workshop I will update. No, tomorrow. This is the last class. So are you happy with this training? You learned much, right? No compromise, right? Anywhere? Yeah. What about online? On Monday, tomorrow, this is the last class, man. Are- Do you feel this is never-ending process? No, this is training. Thank you, Ramesh, for your kind words. No, yeah. Thank you, Priyanka. Thank you, Sumit. Still, I will be continue in my Telegram group till, as I said, till you get a job. I'm Batman. Yeah. Oh, Batman, you are the Kiran. Many times I was saying, who is this Batman? Okay. Nice. Workshops, I will let you know. Meanwhile, you complete the projects. So, sir, I completed 3 projects. Give me one more project. If you ask me that I will give you. So you also start from the project from the Terraform, don't do it manually. Step by step process only do it. Don't complete everything for one day. It's not possible. First, try with main instance creation through Terraform. Everything is there in the document only. After completed, delete it. Next time, first one you can clear, right? Next, log in the Jenkins. Try to create EKS cluster. Done, delete. Done that work. Next day, do the practice, main server, EKS cluster, next Sonar Cube integrations. Done, leave it. Don't go for fourth one. Like the step by step, you will get clarity what happened every time you revise the main instance apply, EKS cluster apply, Sonar apply, the backend, the background of the services revise for you every time. That is a practice. Yeah. Thank you, Nandakishore. Thank you, Ramesh. So anything need to discuss? So do not hesitate to ask any question in the groups. Every time, no problem. I don't have any differences like new batch, old batch. Still, my support always there for everyone till get your job. Any questions, even if you get a job also, there also if you have any questions also you can ask me. If I'm busy, at least I will engage someone to you to clear your questions. That is very clear. Group always will be active. Don't worry. It will not. I'm not going to delete anything. I will be there. Group also there. And one thing, as I said, if your interest after complete these 3 projects, let me know. We will meet again. I will take mock interviews. Okay, that is very clear. And I have shared everything. Documents and projects. Check in the classroom. And I will share the Monday sample resume or Sunday. Okay. From that resume, you can add your content. Don't copy paste the resume and add the name and all. Okay. How to add the project related? Very good question. Show up. Just you can add project 1 duration, project 2 duration. That's it only. Don't call out any project. This is something. No. Project 1, project 2, project 3. In interest, they can ask what kind of project. It's a Node.js kind of project. It's a Python kind of project. Don't say the project is Swiggy, Hotstar. That is already done, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, very good, Shravan. So anyone with intro experience, definitely you can share your. So today I have attended this interview. These questions they ask, share in the group. Or my friend is taken one interview. He's asked these questions. So please prepare yourself also this question. Give your helping hand to others. Definitely they will help you again. Don't work independently. Work like a group. Definitely others can let you know if there is any openings. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay, yes. So I have already shared the entry questions. If you can see AWS, Gate, everything is there. And I have already recently started one series. That series is in the medium. So I have updated all entry questions. Interview series for Git already done. Like that, every tool I will update here. If you can see after 20 days, maybe you can see all the entry questions on each and every tool. So if you click on this, the entry questions, all scenario-based entry questions only. So on top of this entry questions, these are the important commands, and I will add again my test series also here, whatever I have asked, right? This test series also never end process. New batch is started, right? Again, I'm giving one more different questions. You can collect the question bank, prepare like that. Okay. Wish you all the best, guys. Thank you so much for your support. Okay. Short now. Then join one more batch. Okay. Yes. So anyone is there, sir? Little, I'm not satisfied. Anyone, no problem. I will take it as a positive. Anyone, sir? Somewhere I feel, I think I'm not satisfied. Anyone from offline and online? Okay. Then I'm good. Okay, guys. Be in touch. Wish you all the best. Bye bye.